Back in the day when media outlets were flush with cash, every station and newspaper sent a correspondent to all the big news and sporting events for a local perspective. Now with revenues declining, there's a heavier reliance on network coverage of the big picture. And that's disappointing to local sports fans anxious to get every little detail of major events like the upcoming NHL draft in Montreal that starts on Friday. Sure, TSN can give you the instant highlights, but where's the beef? So a low-budget blog called OilersNation is trying to satisfy diehard Oilers' desire for information by soliciting donations online to send its own correspondent to the draft. Team 1260 Afternoon Drive host Jason Gregor.
When you're looking to move up in the draft, if you want to move up 3 spots or 4, it costs you this.
Yeah. Jason's on the air right now at the Team 1260, so we did an interview earlier this afternoon. Adam Rosenhart is one of the creators of the OilersNation blog, and radio host Jason Gregor from the Team 1260 in the studio this afternoon. I'm going to start with you, Adam. This kind of started as a bit of a lark, but it took off. What happened?
Well, one of our other writers, Robin Brownlee, wrote a post about how it's a shame that news organizations can't really afford to send correspondents to the draft anymore. And at the end of the post, he said something along the lines of, "Now, if only those OilersNation guys would pony up the dough to send me to Montreal." And the first comment after that happened was from a guy named Human Torch, who used to be, I think, in Edmonton and is now in Holland working. And he said, I'd throw in $20 to send Brownlee to the draft. So my partner, Wanye Gretz, said, "This is awesome. Like, let's put a donation button on the site and see how much money we can raise." And probably about 3 hours later, Robin called us up and asked us what the heck we were doing. He said there's no way he could go. His wife's out of the country. He has to look after his son. But it was kind of too late. So
the donations are pouring in
at
this point?
So we said Jason should be the one to go.
And what was your reaction when they first pitched this idea?
Well, obviously I was pretty happy. Sure, why not? Montreal's a great city. I've been there before for Gary Cups and stuff. But like, I write on the Nation, but I also have my own show every afternoon on the Team 1260. So I had to talk to those guys. I had a big draft party planned at the Walkabout Pub on White Ave, so we kind of had to coordinate through a few different people. And, you know, those guys helped out there. And now we've got, you know, Brownlee's actually going to help co-host my show. He's normally on Thursdays. He'll just do it Friday, and then I'll just go to Montreal tomorrow, actually.
That's exciting.
And then we'll do a lot of live blogging from there, and then also do hits for my radio show as well. So it's going to be great.
It's a neat idea. Some people say, what's the big deal? Why is this so significant?
Well, I mean, as you know, mainstream media, the format of it is changing. You know, people like to read stuff online. Blogs are really becoming a force of their own, and no one really knows what shape that's going to take. You know, we're trying to earn revenue through advertising, and as you know, that's kind of in the tank. So when, you know, users come along and say, we want this kind of coverage, we want you to send somebody, and we'll even pay for it.
Sweet.
It's really like amazing. We were floored. Like,
yeah, that's grassroots for sure.
Exactly.
Okay, we're running out of time, so quickly, what's your plan when you get there?
Well, I'll get into Montreal tomorrow night. Not much to do then, but Friday we'll get down to the rink early and just try to give the readers and then the listeners of my show just as much behind-the-scenes stuff as you can get. Obviously, there's a lot of reporting from TSN and everybody else, but a lot of the Edmonton fans want, you know, behind-the-scenes stuff. It's the best time of the year to have all the GMs, all the scouts, everybody there. You can get as much kind of inside stuff going on, and we'll just kind of update everything as we go. And we've still kind of got an OilersNation / Team 1260 party at the Walkabout on Friday, so I think a lot of people are going to go down to that and can kind of follow it both ways via the internet and then the radio as well.
Okay, and really quickly, you raised more than enough. Where does the excess go?
We're giving the excess to the Stollery Children's Hospital, and up to this moment, we have, I think, about $1,350 going to them, and we're still accepting donations.
So you've raised about $3,500.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck with it.
Thanks.
Enjoy the draft.
Thank you, Linda.
To follow Jason's reports from the NHL draft, go online to OilersNation.com or check out the Twitter username OilersNation. By the way,